Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel, and I'm live today, people. Today, with the brand new start of a brand new challenge of a brand new video game on a brand new Twitch stream of a brand new YouTuber, Daniel YT. We are going to be that's fine. We are going to be starting the parry only challenge, the SEKIRO challenge, if you will. Simple rule, I can only deal damage to enemies by parrying them. That's as simple as it is. So obviously, with this challenge, I had to do a few things to the save file to make everything like start okay. And because of that, we're starting in the rune chapel, like directly, kind of skipping like a little bit of things because I needed to get to the first bench to make sure everything was like working properly. There's just two things. Well, there's three things I'm starting with. The first thing obviously is the parry, so I can fight enemies in the beginning of the game. Then I'm also starting with all 3 silk hearts, or I'm giving myself a silk regeneration of 3 that actually technically can be upgraded throughout the game, but maybe we'll just manually keep it to 3 to keep things like balanced, I guess. I mean, it would be balanced either way. And then last but not least, we are also giving Weavelight, because in vanilla, without modifying anything, the only way to get enough silk to do parries is to either use Weavelight or Egothialia, and I think using Weavelight along with all 3 thingies makes the most sense. Does this count as salvation? I'm gonna extrapolate from your chat there, Egg, and take a guess, and I'm gonna say yes, it does count as salvation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my thought that I just had just now. Because technically, I didn't give myself the 3 silk hearts, which is probably something I could have done, but I think it would have messed with like the bosses. I did shave my mustache. It's coming back. It's coming back. Don't worry. But yeah, I think if I had like in the code given myself the silk hearts, it would have messed up like the boss encounters that normally give you the silk hearts. So like I don't even know what would have happened to Belbeast. So instead I just set my silk regeneration to 3 plus Weavelight, that equals 4. So there we go. Goomla's saying let's start. I mean, I think we gotta listen to Goomla. We just gotta get started here. We just have to get started here. Let's see. There is actually one thing that I should do. Well, actually, no, I won't be able to because I don't have movement upgrades. I was gonna go get the moss berry that's in this area, but I cannot do that without pogoing off the guy quite yet, and I can't pogo off the guy because that will be damaging him. Well, I feel like you've given me enough of compliments on my facial hair over the streams. All right, well, let's be honest. This beginning is going to be quite easy. I don't think this challenge will be too hard. We'll have to see. Okay, that's a really good start. The only thing with it is it's also kind of a no heal challenge, because I won't ever be able to like build up silk to get a heal off if I ever need a heal. It's not really it's like the action of healing is not what is not allowed, though. I will say the action of healing is not what is not allowed. I am allowed to heal. If I go into a fight with full silk, I can heal. If I equip the reserve bind, I can use that to heal. Okay, I thought I was gonna take damage there, low key. All right, I wonder how many. I've hit him with 3 so far, right? How many of these is it gonna take? I feel like it shouldn't take that many, but we could be here. We could be here for forever, and that could just be the case. One boss that I'm thinking, like, how am I going to deal with is... How am I going to deal with the 4th chorus, I'm realizing. Is that the Amazing Digital Circus Egg, June 4th? I don't know what other movie you would be referring to for Smelly Theaters, other than Amazing Digital Circus. Wow, you are living a lot longer than I thought. You are living a lot longer than I thought you would, and... My music, for some reason, is super quiet right now, so it's just awkward silence. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. There we go. Now you're dead. Helio, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying the 4th chorus is a hard boss, but the 4th chorus might be a tricky boss to do with parries only when the 4th chorus is the boss that it is. Its hitbox is not exactly easy to reach. I think I should be able to. I should be able to damage it even with parries. We will see. If I'm like, if the imagery of how his attacks go in my head is proper, then. Like, does that feels a little too quiet. I'm gonna put the music up here. Let me know if the music is ever too loud, fellas. Let me know if the music is ever too loud. Yeah, the flying enemies, I'll kind of just, like... I mean, to be honest, most flying enemies will be the same as most normal enemies in terms of the strategy to deal with them. Because most flying enemies, their strategy is, like, fly away until they go in to attack you. And then they just go in to attack you the same way any grounded enemy would, like, go in to attack you. So you just parry, you time your parry for when they're about to hit you, and it should work. Now, the exception to that will be projectile spitting flying enemies. Those guys can definitely be a pain in the ass, and definitely will be a pain in the ass, I'm thinking. Like, I can just imagine in Savage Beast Fly 2, like, those flying enemies. Those fuckers. Yeah, you know the ones. Like, those fuckers are gonna be quite annoying. So we will have to see. I should rest at this bench. You have a plan for the moment I get dash? Well, do share with the class, Egg. Share with the class, Egg. What's your plan for the moment I get dash? I haven't come to a full, like... I haven't come to a full decision on, like, how I want to handle rosaries and side questing and stuff. Like, it's unfortunate because based on the tools that I currently have in the current mod manager I'm using, like, I'd have to mix mod managers, which just seems like slightly like a pain in the ass, to be honest. So I still have on the Infinite Rosaries. I still have on the Infinite Rosaries mod, which that one I think I'm honestly fine with. Like, realistically, there is a relatively powerful rosary grinding spot, that is available pretty much like right here at the start of the game. So it is something that, like, I'm fine with just having the rosaries, honestly. It's more so that specific side quest mod I have. I do think there are certain, wow, that's annoying, certain side quests that shouldn't be as easy to skip as the mod makes them to, as the mod makes them. But we'll see, we'll see. All right, so unfortunately with no pogo option available to me, I will have to take the long way around, which includes doing this combat gauntlet. Which we're basically, like, the early game of this challenge. Yeah, it's kind of gonna just be, like, dodging with limited movement until I get my silk back. And then the rest of the challenge will be dodging with not limited movement until I get my silk back. There will be very little points in this challenge where it's not dodging until I get my silk back. The start of fights, where I start ideally with the full silk bar, right? That'll be one point where I don't do that. And then what else? The when I get reserve bind. Although no, reserve bind, I can't really use that for spells either. So yeah, rosary grinding is pretty boring. And I wouldn't you could not. Well, you literally could pay me to do rosary grinding on stream. I just usually would not be doing rosary grinding on stream anyway. It's like, I mean, I've been over this multiple times before, but like, if I were to not use a QOL mod, a quality of life mod for infinite rosaries, I would just be grinding for like 8,000 rosaries off stream at some point, and then buying a shit ton of the rosary strings. So there you go. Well, Sister Splinter, I was gonna say she shouldn't be too hard because you could just skip her, but I'm realizing now, like, actually, no, I will not be able to skip her. I will not be able to skip her. All right, so not sure, like, the tools, most tools and stuff like that obviously won't be actually usable for this challenge, but no reason not to buy the shop out. See, right now the music definitely feels too loud. My own self ears are telling me that the music is too loud, but that could just be it's loud for me, but it's not actually that loud like on stream, but I don't know. All right, so I am going to make sure I don't put myself in a similar situation as I had done in the last run. I'm going to buy a shit ton of rosary strings, so I always have rosaries on hand. And again, this is what I would be doing if I grinded for rosaries, because I'm not going to carry 10k rosaries around with me at all times. Like, I would grind for 8k rosaries, then buy like 6k worth of rosaries in rosary strings, and like do it like that. You recently discovered a Roblox game you played years ago and you've fallen in love again. .wav or .wave, which got abandoned after chapter 5. Isn't Obby is like the one where you have to like parkour up the tower, right? That's what an obby is. Doesn't it stand for like, oh no, that's an only up, I think. Or is an obby and an only up the same thing? Bro, I fucking played Roblox when I was like literally 6 years old, man. I'm not up to date with the lingo. Yo, what's going on, Ipu? I feel like I surely bought 20 of those. I need to buy one more. Just for my personal sense of satisfaction, I need to buy one more. There we go. Beautiful. Platformers. Okay. So only up is a specific like variation of the platformer, but it is an only up is an obby. All only ups are obbies, but not all obbies are only ups. There you go. Where does the name for that like come from? Like, what the fuck is an obby? Would love to know that. I just can't accept that the music is not too loud right now, so I am going to lower it by one notch. It's just so unfortunate that like some songs are so quiet and some songs are so loud. Okay, obstacle course. You know what? That would make a little bit of sense. Just a little bit of sense, all right? Let's not exaggerate. This game, I mean, I think who made that rating that said that? Was it Josh Jeff? No, Josh Jepson's like a Let's Player. Wow, who was it that reviewed the game? Oh, Joseph Anderson. I think that's who it was. A YouTuber who, in his review of the first Hollow Knight, called it a perfect product, but not a perfect like piece of art. Completely agree with that framing of things. Like, this game is a 10 out of 10 in terms of like a video game that you can buy. For $30, you're gonna get like on an average, you know, full playthrough of the game, like upwards of 60 hours of like literally amazing content. Therefore, as a product, like, this is 10 out of 10. On the market, this is in the class of the best class that you can be in, right? However, judging it as a piece of art is different because there are no 10s in that sense. Now, that's not actually true in my opinion. Like, I think that's a kind of a pretentious way of thinking. Like, literally, there have to be 10s, bro, because if there's no 10s, then 9 is just 10, right? What is, bro? Oh my god, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Happy to watch me before your death? Who are you and why are you dying? What does that mean? Jesus, dude, I hope you're okay. I hope you are okay and just pulling my leg, pretty much. Ow. It would be more fun in handheld devices. Well, this game is in handheld devices. Steam Deck. Obviously, it's on the Steam Deck because anything Steam is also on the Steam Deck, but it's also on the Switch. It's also on the Switch, which I feel like is one of the best platforms to buy it on, in my opinion. Like, assuming you already have a Switch, I guess. It's just, like, if you're not gonna buy it on PC, because modded is king. Modding is king. So if you have a PC, buy it on PC. If you can only buy it on one. But honestly, it's a cheap game. You can literally buy it on multiple platforms, and it will still be cheaper than your average AAA title. Okay, so I personally bought it both on my Switch and on my computer when it came out, and like, hell yeah, man, have a portable copy that you can play anywhere, but then also have like your main copy that is like the one you can mod and that kind of stuff. That's kind of how it is for me with Skyrim. As long as I'm on a couch, I'm satisfied. Well, that is definitely doable with PC. It's definitely more of a hassle to set up with your computer than it is for, like, your average console, but definitely possible on a PC. Especially, honestly, Steam Big Picture Mode as like, turning your PC into a console, low-key probably a little underrated, because, like, I'd say the main disadvantage of plugging your PC into your TV is still using your keyboard and mouse, like, from your couch. Especially if you don't have a wired, if you do have a wired setup, like, damn, that can be pretty annoying. It can be pretty annoying. Seems better. Have the chats not been appearing on the stream overlay this whole time? Am I tripping? You seem to look quite empty right now. Nope, there it is. Okay. Oh, I got smacked up. Watch, because this is how I should have done it. Like that, see? Oh. It wouldn't have worked though, which is the funny part. Damn, you're low-key like an Olympic athlete, huh, girl? You're gonna... Alright, so that right there, that's the gamer move I have to pull off when I'm pushed into a corner like that. That's the gamer move I have to pull off, where I land on the enemy's hitbox and then parry at the same time. So the issue is the parry, it does like kill most of any momentum that you might have. Like that. It does kill any momentum you might have. But it doesn't fully kill all of it, so if you time it just right, you can like collide straight into an enemy or like fall into an enemy with your parry. And it works like that. Look-y hate keyboard is definitely an acquired taste. I mean, I think the like console gamers think that way. Oh my god. But as someone who was like, you know, grew up and was raised with both, I think that keyboard supremacy is a real thing, bro. There are a couple games where you really do want to be like, you know, using a controller, but like, dude, keyboard mouse is better 99% of the time, and it's like not even close, bro. Even for this game, which I like assumed would be a console game, like once I got used to keyboard mouse, bro, it's just so much better for this game than it is than controller is. Putting it simply, there is a reason that all the pros, like all the speedrunners, the world champions, you know, they use, like, they do not use a controller. There's a reason for it. There we go. Am I a gamer or what, chat? Was that not some gamer type shit? Some epic gamer type shit? Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, like, I think my parents, it didn't end up, I wouldn't say they end up being, like, totally vindicated. Honestly, maybe that's just, I'm saying this because I just was socialized in that way. I don't know if socialized the right word. Like, this is maybe a social thing, so maybe it is, but, like, my parents, I suspect that they had some sort of idea in their head of, like, computers are going to be the future, and it's important that, like, our children know and are very proficient with, like, oh, that, I just hit that guy, and are very proficient with typing on a computer, because, like, computers are going to be the future. Like, I think that's what they had that thought, because they would, like, they wouldn't just, like, have a house computer that we were allowed to use and like encourage us to use the computer. Like when we were doing like assignments and stuff like that, or we were typing, they were like monitoring, kind of supervising, like, no. Your index fingers need to be, well, all your fingers except your thumb need to be on the home row of the keyboard. Index fingers on F and on J. You know, like you use your pinky to hit these letters. You use your ring finger for these, middle finger for those, like blah 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 blah. All of that stuff, you know. So I think they kind of had the idea that, like, yeah, keyboards, like computers were going to be important. But then not even just that, like in middle school, we did have an actual like, nice. We did have an actual like media literacy class where part of the class was like learning how to type in that quote unquote proper way. Yo, what's going on, mailman? Yes, we are starting parry only. I can't do any of the gamer speedruns, bro. And any of the gamer speedrunning strategies because I need freaking Pogo for all of them. You're in France right now? Holy shit, bro. Happy vacation. Little spring break vacation. That could be very inaccurate for all I know. Only two things for me. One, went to go for the big thing, ignore NPC, time waster thing. Always appreciate it. You said in a previous stream that you're skilled, that I'm skilled and I'm smart. Always appreciate yourself. Oh, always appreciate yourself. Well, thank you, Gumla. I'm glad I got to taught you. I will say, if you are looking to learn how to play the game optimally, there are very, very good resources out there that would be pretty damn good. Like there's like the spectrum of like casual player to like chess grandmaster, right? I'm like not on casual player anymore. I would say I've graduated from that, but I'm probably not even halfway to the chess grandmaster category. So let's not get anything crazy going on. But yes, I do think, yes, it is important to appreciate yourself and have confidence. This is true. Keyboards are literally designed to be shitty. Well, what is the real reason? Because it's more complicated than that. Like, yes, literally. Yes. Okay. So there is a real reason. Like there are more technically efficient layouts for like the English language. There are technically more efficient keyboard layouts for the English language than QWERTY, right? Like in terms of where the keys are, like what the most commonly used letters in the English language are, and like where each of those keys are on the keyboard in relation to like the human hand, right? Whatever. But I need to do this and then have a little washed attempt so I can actually get my real attempt going. But like the reason for that was because early keyboards, like, or it's like mainly typewriters and stuff, right? Because this is like before actual keyboards. Like you could only click the keys so fast, so they needed to be limited in that way. Like you couldn't have them be too efficient. Otherwise you just overwhelm like you would literally be typing too fast because the typewriters themselves could not keep up with your typing. Now here's the thing. That could literally be like some did you know gum stays in your digestive system for 7 years? Like it could be some of that type of shit, right? 100%. However, that is what I've heard, and see, you know, that makes a somewhat amount of sense that it could be real. All right, I'm really bad at parry only, guys. Holy shit. Like, oh my god. Don't appreciate yourself. When you suck, you fucking suck. What can I say? Alright, W. We got our first parry on. Alright, guys. And by the way, just to be clear, this is attempt 1, okay? Pay no mind to the first death against this boss. It obviously did not count, alright? I literally had to die against him so I could enter the fight with Silk Spear equipped. Or with, the parry equipped. Alright. Now that I'm in my rhythm, though, surely we're good. Surely we're good. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do that just because I'm a gamer. Yeah, that's right. The rules state I'm only allowed to hit enemies with the parry. Environmental objects that are not enemies, they are free game. Alright? They are free. Oh, I'm dead. They're a free game. Oh, I had enough for a parry anyway. Not only was I not dead, but I also could have just gotten a hit off there. See, I don't trust myself enough for the timing on that one. I'd rather have him, like, walk into me or land on me and then time that. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Halfway through the fight, after, what was that, like, maybe 5 parries? Technically, we're on pace to beat the boss. Because so far, the pattern is I get hit twice, and then I hit the boss X number of times before my next hit, and I'm dead. Spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. ABCD is faster than QWERTY. That's crazy, because I've typed on some ABCD keyboards. Oh my god. Yeah, that is definitely the right way to say that. And it's like fucking awful. Like the Netflix keyboard will be ABCD on your TV, you know, and it's like stupid, bro. Like, why is it like that? Like, just put QWERTY even on my like digital keyboard, you know, like, bro, just make that shit QWERTY too. And realistically, I will also say, like, QWERTY is good enough for the general populace that it doesn't matter that it's not the technically most efficient keyboard layout. When you suck, you Suki. Suki Pog? Guys, so we need to spam the Suki Pog in the chat when we beat the boss, okay? Hardest boss in the game right here. The Bell Beast. You gotta spam that Suki Pog in the chat. Don't misunderstand me, man. I'm not saying that is incorrect. I'm saying that, like, even though QWERTY is technically inefficient, it is fast enough that, like, it is suitably fast enough for everyday use, right? Who needs to not learn QWERTY? Like court transcriptors, you know, like there's an actual name for that profession that I'm like blanking on right now, but like who actually has like a job where it's pretty reasonable, I'd say, to get to like 30 seems pretty low. You can get to 40 easily, and honestly 50 pretty easily too. Like words per minute as just like a an average computer user, right? Like you work an office job, so you're working at a computer for hours a day, right? You can get to a fast typing speed that is faster than what you need to do. Most people aren't like writing shit that like the speed of their typing is what's limiting them, right? Like imagine a journalist, right? I am willing to bet, all right? I'm willing to say this on a twitch.tv live stream. That's how you know I'm confident, all right? That's how you know I'm confident. There we go. We won, by the way. Suki Pog in chat. I'm willing to bet it takes longer for the journalist to, like, formulate their thoughts and how they want to word what they're going to say than it takes to, like, actually type out the physical words. So that is to say that the typing is not the limiting factor on that. Stenographers, yes. Stenographers, mailman, yes. That's the word. You have 100 word per minute speed. I'm a software engineer. Yeah, like let's make a quick distinction between your normie office worker who's a normie but uses a computer every day and like somebody who knows computers. Okay, trust me, I work in IT for car dealerships where all of these people are using a computer 24/7. They're fucking tech illiterate. Like they're tech illiterate like my little sister was when she was 2 years old. All right, like that's how illiterate they are. Okay, they're using a computer regularly and actually being tech literate and like having the type of person who would have a competitive typing speed, completely different categories. True, bro. Imagine the word per minute typing speeds we could reach. All right, so let's take a quick vote in chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if I should limit myself to 4 silk carts for the entire playthrough. Drop a 2 in the chat if I should allow myself to gain the silk carts as I go for a maximum of 7 silk nodes throughout the game. All right, I already knew Egg was gonna say 2, so he wants me to keep the silk cart upgrade. So right now I have 5. Like I can get to 5. Egg is saying 2 again. Unfortunately, that does count as only 1 vote. All right, but Goomla is saying 2, and that's already the majority of the people who are in chat. So that's what we're going with. That's true. I just need a majority of my single-digit viewer count, and then I'll listen to what they say. Simple as that. 2, but no surgeon guy. Why would I do that? That's silly, mailman. That makes absolutely no sense. Shouldn't I fight that boss because I'm doing a challenge run and like I used to do all bosses for my challenge runs, even though I don't really do that anymore? I should still like kind of stick with it. Remorse Redux by Imperfect Nor. Egg, what is the genre of that song? Is it like a is it EDM? Is it like lo-fi? Does it have vocals? Like that kind of stuff. By vocals, I mean lyrics, because technically vocals don't have to be lyrics. Vocals can easily be some like rhythm type shit. There's definitely a word for it that my music... No. I should have looked down first. That's on me. Kill him, but not allowed to have his silk cart. I feel like I should just... stay at 4 silk carts then. Why would I allow myself to collect silk carts if I'm going to purposefully not collect one of the silk carts? Like, what is the point of it? That's the only compromise I want. Limit to 6. The thing is, like, the difference between 6 and 7 is not even that, like, real, because you can't, like, you can't heal with 7. You cannot heal with 6. You can also not heal with 7. Yes, 6, 7, I know. It's true. You also can't cast 2 spells back-to-back with 6 or with 7. Unless you have Egophilia. But I guess with 6, then you can. So I don't know. Egophilia, I am allowed to use tools and stuff on this challenge. Like, obviously... By the extension of the fact that I'm not allowed to attack enemies, I can't use, like, the tools that would make attacking enemies possible. How did that not fucking kill you, by the way? So something like the long nail or whatever it's called in this game, like, that is not... I'm not allowed to use that. There's just no reason for me to use it because I can't use my nail. So stuff like Egophilia definitely is allowed to be used. I'm just specifically starting with Weavelight because, like, that's the only way to do this challenge. Otherwise, it's literally impossible. Dang it. The difference between 6 and 7. It is 1. I mean, actually, the difference between 6 and 7 is -1, right? If we're being technical about things. What am I doing up here? Is there even anything up here? This is where I pull up the mappy map and see if there's anything that I want in here. The answer is no. Well, let me add fleas to this list of stuff, actually. Okay, that flea, I do believe I just got that flea. Yeah. So there's a memory locket in here, right? Which I guess I should get. There's a memory locket in here? I feel like I've never fucking been in this room since my very first playthrough of the game. This is just a chest, is it not? Yeah, this is just a chest. Okay. I mean, W chest. I just, like, what the fuck? Can I use the claw line to kill NPC? No, I am not. I'm not allowed to attack an enemy with claw line. I think we'll probably make the exception, the usual Mount Faye exception. Most likely, I will choose to do that. I mean, I guess we'll have to see, but I usually do, just because I don't think it's I don't think it's possible to do Mount Faye without hurting an enemy. I think that's what it is. It is possible without claw line, but if the reason you cannot use claw line is because, look at that air stall, by the way. Holy goated. Oh, I didn't even need to do that because I can just do this, I think. Well. Uh-oh. Okay, that worked. Yeah, like you can do Mount Faye without claw line, but what you can't do, like you can't do Mount Faye without like hitting enemies. There's like you have to pogo enemies and you have to sharp dart through enemies and like that kind of stuff. I believe that is the case. Egg disagrees with Mailman. I mean, this is true, Egg. Or Mailman, you make a very compelling argument. I cannot disagree with that. Why am I acquiring this tool? Oh, you know. Oh, you know. So today, I've had a good streak of nice chunky long streams. Today might not be that long of a one. We'll have to see. I was like, oh, not feeling it, bro. I think the cut is getting to me. Like, damn, bro. Having no energy throughout the day kind of fucking sucks, believe it or not. Believe it or not, having no energy throughout the day does fucking suck. Okay, Egg. I will remind me like when I end stream, or like put something in the Discord as well to like help remind me, and I will check it out and consider it. I gotta skip it, Dremel. You have to skip it, machine that is used in a similar context of sanding. You have to. Yo, guys, technically I can do this, by the way, because I'm not actually damaging the enemy. So, hate to, you know, I just... I hate to be that guy, but if it's allowed, I'm gonna do it. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's unfair. It's unfair, Drenkle. Unfair, Drenkle. I think I'm down to clown because, especially since Egophilia allows you to have the double cast anyway. Dude, we're not doing this again, Chakra, where you just like never know that you pretend like you've never met me every single time we meet, bro. Please do not do this again, bro. That's just one of the most annoying glitches that's happened in these runs. Like, what causes that? Is it buying out her shop, like, the first time you see her causes her to freak the fuck out? I don't know. A list of short peak tracks. The tracks don't even have to be short. I'm not against necessarily adding tracks to the playlist. I'm just probably going to be, in general, skeptical of viewer-suggested tracks. Like, I guess I didn't need to wait all this time. One thing I was considering doing is making it a channel point reward or a donation incentive to, like, if it's a channel point reward, it would definitely be a temporary ad, like, oh, ad for the next probably, I probably would do number of streams rather than like length of time, because if I'm ever like on a trip or something like that and I'm not going to be streaming for like a week at a time or something like that, then it would be like, it wouldn't really make sense to have a reward work like that. But like the example would be like, you know, do this channel point reward, and then for the next 5 streams this song will be in the stream playlist. Fuck you, Sean. What causes this bug? I'm gonna look it up. Like, it's definitely specifically a modded Silksong thing. Chakra always acts like never met Silksong. Chakra always introduces herself. Silksong. Okay. Someone found a way, but it's very technical apparently. Well, that's annoying. I couldn't find a quick fix. Therefore I ignore. None quick fix equals I ignore. Oh, lady. Like, why, bro? Why do you do this? It's so weird. What the fuck is the military? It's like military, bro. Ow. Is the draft back up yet in America? I'm staying in French, brother. Get real. Get real. You're as red-blooded American as the rest of us, all right? You cannot fool me, son. You cannot fool me. Oh, guys, my cruise was kind of disappointing, guys. I'm so sad. I want that. It's just like, to be honest, I would have felt this way regardless of how the cruise went. But the fact that my cruise went bad, it just makes me want to go on another cruise again so soon. It was a lot of fun. The cruise was definitely a lot of fun. I won't say that I did not have a good time on the cruise, but there were a few things that just made it like a little disappointing, because I was really looking forward to this cruise. And so the fact that the cruise was like just fun and not like the fucking break I really was looking forward to was like disappointing. First of all, I just really preferred the cruise line of the last cruise I went on compared to this one. I went on Royal Caribbean on my last cruise. This time I went on Norwegian Cruise Line, and like the drinks were like slightly worse on Norwegian, and like the ship itself, like there were a few options that Royal had that this one didn't have, that were just like the fact that Royal had this was like sick. Like there was a place on the Royal Caribbean cruise that for like 24 hours, like 24/7, I could get like, there was like food to get. It was pizza, you know, but like the cruise pizza, bro. Like how you can complain about the fucking cruise pizza. And then this place also had hot tubs and a pool in it, and a bar like right there, like for easy access, right? You're dead to one, surely, right? Somehow no, I don't get that. And like that was just peak, and the cherry on top is that was an indoor section, so even during the day, like the sun wasn't like directly on you, and it wasn't like super hot. Like, oh my god, bro, absolutely just beautiful. Like that room being there on that boat was like perfect, right? And this one didn't have anything like that. They did have a section that was like an adult. Oh yeah, and by the way, cherry on top, it's an adult only section, so like it's nowhere near as loud, way more relaxed, like not as crowded because like the families aren't there. It's just like other adult travelers, like beautiful. And so this boat, it did have an adult only section that had a pool and a bar, but it was not indoors, so it was like very hot during the day, right? And then during the nighttime the hot tub is closed. And then the bar is fine, obviously, except the fact that the drinks weren't as good, like, which I mentioned earlier, I think. And then there was no food there, and it was not indoors, so it was like half as good as the one on the Royal Caribbean boat. So like, just as a cruise line, I think I prefer. Nice, by the way, first try that gauntlet. Just as a cruise line in general, I just think I prefer Royal Caribbean slightly. But oh my God, look, guys. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. For some reason, I threw up on the second day, and this is weird because I've thrown up after drinking too much once before, and it was the first time I really ever even got drunk. And I drank a lot, didn't realize that I was drinking way more than I should, and I had to like throw up later. Nah, Joey, this is not Steel Soul. This is a Parry only challenge. And this was not that. In fact, I drank way more on the first day than I did on the second day, and the second day is when I threw up. It's also weird because I literally went to sleep after feeling fine on the second day. Went to sleep, then I woke up in the middle of the night with like my tummy hurt. On the middle of the night, my tummy hurt, guys. And then after like a little while, you did mention it's 1 a.m. Oh, you're leaving? Goodbye, mailman. Goodbye. And like after a little while, I realized like, okay, like this is more than just like my tummy kind of hurts. Let me fall back asleep. Like I need to go get up and go to the bathroom. Uh-oh. I control you. It's Craggler time. Okay, nice. Well, I guess you did say you were saving that for when I got the dash. So fair enough. Well, mailman, are you gonna stay and watch the Craggler fight? You don't care. Well, if it's not possible, I'll tell you I won't be doing it. But I think it should be possible. It'll be a little frustrating, but it should be possible. It will be frustrating, but it will be possible. But yeah, so like I drank like a lot on the first day to the point where I was like, okay, now it's time to stop drinking. I can tell, right? I can tell it's time to stop drinking. And I did, and I felt fine. And then on the second day, like, I didn't drink anywhere near as much, and the main reason was because we ate so much food that my stomach was full, and I just couldn't drink. I was like, if I drink right now, like I'm gonna throw up, not from the alcohol, but just from stuffing my fucking stomach like a fat ass. Also, where the fuck am I going right now? And then so I went to sleep on the second night, woke up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. and threw up, and then like threw up a couple times, felt pretty much fine after. Then the next day, like, my stomach was, like, upset, and I tried to drink a little bit, and it just did not work out. Like, I could tell. Like, my stomach was just upsetty spaghetti. So that fucking sucked. Because I paid, like, $200 or something like that for the drink package to drink myself and get blackout drunk the entire cruise. And I couldn't really do that for half the cruise because, like, I just got sick. But it's weird because I'm honestly thinking... I didn't throw up from drinking too much because I just straight up did not even drink that much on the second day, which is the day that I actually threw up. I think I just must have ate something bad, which is like unfortunate that it genuinely like ruined a part of the cruise, but it is what it is. Okay, Craggler time. Okay, Craggler time. All right, so obviously I let you do this. I jump up. I do that. Okay, and I still get hit. So I need to time it better. So I do that. Jump up. Okay, that worked out fine, actually. I can't just... So it's the same as the normal Craggler fight. I can't just go up whenever I have to time it right, like, right after you attack. No, that didn't work either. I guess I can always just run away after the parry. That might work. We'll try that. We'll try that. Yeah, I think with the parry, or sorry, with the dash, I have enough movement to, like, always get out of the way if I need to. Okay, I don't know how that wasn't a hit, but okay. But then, you guys, you want to know the real reason that this cruise was not as good as the last one? At the end of the day, the main reason... Am I dead? No, I'm alive. We got fucked over so hard at the casino. So for context, this has kind of become like the little tradition that me and my friend have done twice now, and we'll hopefully do again. I'm dead. We'll hopefully do again in the future. By the way, did I rest at the bench? Maybe I did. I did not. That sucks. Which is, you know, it's me and one of my very, very long time friends. We go on a cruise together. Usually just a weekend type thing, like 3 nights, 4 nights, something like that. And then like do a Pokemon Nuzlocke while we're on the cruise, a little quick little soul link, and then just enjoy the cruise together. We both enjoy gambling, like playing poker, so that's part of the thing. Bro, we got rinsed in the worst way possible. On the first cruise, we did amazing. Like, in the end, the first day we lost pretty much all, we lost almost everything we were playing with on the first day, and then spent the entire rest of the cruise making it back up slowly and surely, and we literally ended up overall on that cruise, which was sick. And then on this cruise, it started off amazing, where we were playing the entire cruise, the entire like duration of the cruise, we were playing with the same money that we started with for the first day, until the very last day where we fucking lost it all. And it fucking sucked, bro, because we entered into a poker tournament. Me and my friend entered into it. This is a little taboo, so don't tell anyone I said this. That's an awful start. Don't tell anyone I said this, but basically, like, our strategy is we both enter, like, we both, like, play, we both risk the same amount of money and share in either the profits or the losses regardless of what happens, right? So, let's say we both play with $200. Let's say we end up with a total of, like, $500, right? That means that we started with a total of 400 and ended up with 500. We divide 500 evenly because we both started with 200. So that means we both make 50 bucks. But let's say we start with 200 each and then end up with only 300 total. That means, oh, I'm dead again. That's awesome. That means that like we both lost money because there's obviously less than what we started with. And it could be like literally I lose every single dollar I played with, but like he made the full 500 or whatever. Like we both split, take the even 50-50. So we entered into a poker tournament on the cruise. We spent a total of $400 in terms of our entry fees between the two of us. The prize would have been $1,100. It was actually would have been, I think, $1,200, like, because it's like $1,175 or something like that. I did not make it far into the cruise or far into the tournament, but my friend made it into the final three. The final three people, and he went all in against the other guy. Like there are 3 people left right now in the tournament, right? My friend and one other guy have like roughly the same amount of chips, which is a lot, and then the other guy has fucking nothing, like literally fucking nothing, is about to like lose in the tournament. So my friend goes all in a hand against the other guy with a lot of chips, and like if he wins the hand, he takes all the guy's chips and like almost guaranteed wins the tournament from there, like because he has enough money at that point. The guy goes all in. He has just a pair of 6s. My friend has ace king of hearts, bro. Oh, that's so ass. My friend has ace king of hearts. And there's a king on the board. And then the guy hits his trip 6s like to win the hand. Like, oh. Like you cannot make this shit up, bro. We were literally like we did the math a little bit. That's like a 1 in 8 chance, something like that, of my friend losing the hand, and we lost the hand, and then we like from there we lost the rest of the money we were playing with, and it was just like, bro, it was straight up was just like, bro, like what is that actual luck? Anyway, that's my completely unrelated to anything going on in the game cruise rant, pretty much over and done with. In summation, I prefer Royal Caribbean to Norwegian Cruise Line. All right, not you guys. I know you really needed that information. Now you have it. So there you go. Brother, ace king suited against 8-6 offsuit? When there's a king on the board? Yeah, you do go all in there for sure every time. Mailman, are you what? You're an idiot, man. You're don't pretend like you know about anything about poker if you're gonna say something like that, bro. Don't even pretend for a second. Ready? You know what? Like, let me give you the full hand breakdown, okay? So my friend obviously has ace king suited pre-flop. He raises like a good amount before the flop even comes out, right? The other guy like is in the tank for a minute, like thinking hard, and reluctantly calls, right? The flop comes out, something 6 king. So if the guy had like a king in his hand, and that's why he called in the first place, then my friend is good because obviously my friend also has a king, but he has the best kicker in the game. So even if this guy had like king queen or something like that, like he was still losing. Okay. If he had like a pocket pair of any kind, he was almost certainly still losing as well. The only two pocket pairs that would beat my friend in this scenario are king. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't have a silk. What am I doing? Are pocket kings, because that would give the guy trips, or pocket aces, because that would give him a better pair. But my friend has an ace, so that's even less likely, right? There's no straights on the board. He can't have a straight or a flush. Like, and he has ace king suited with top pair on the board. If you don't, that is, if you're in a poker tournament and you're all in, like you already took money from the guy because he called you pre-flop, right? He called you pre-flop. You already have some of his money in the pot. So if he folds, you're happy. He doesn't get to see the rest of the hand, right? And you already took a good amount of his money. If he calls, you're ecstatic because he can have like 3 out of, like, not even 3, literally 2, unless like some crazy runner shit happens. Hands in the entire like possible game that could beat you. Should have gone for a photo chat build is true AF, bro. That is Morgan Freeman true, bro. That is Morgan Freeman true. But yeah, if you're not going all in there in a tournament setting, I think you're playing it wrong. Like, unless you're trying to slow roll him to like get even more. But as you said, it's only a pair. It's not like my friend had a flush or a straight or like something crazy. You know, he only had top pair. So that's not really where you want to slow roll. You don't want to give your opponent time to get a stronger hand. It's just like, bro, that 6 that came out on the river was like, that was $1,000 6, and that was the difference between us like having like making money on that cruise in the casino and losing it all. It was brutal, bro. It was so brutal. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. There we go. Goodbye, Cragler. I don't care that you hit me twice when I jump into you for no reason when I literally don't have the silk to kill you. I am him, so I kill you anyways. Because I said it, I'm him. Alright, while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and get this health upgrade. Alrighty, King. Try Act 1, bro. Try Act 1. We are approximately 50 minutes into this run right now. Not exactly far. Okay. So these all should autocomplete. Let's see. It should say like granted or fulfilled or something. Which granted? Yes. Okay, granted. Oh, well, that one would obviously autocomplete because I have max shards. This, for example, this should autocomplete. Yeah, wish granted. You can see behind it, it says wish promised, but then it also says wish granted. Now this one also says wish granted, so I don't even know how that would work if I like go to the guys right there, even though I don't have 5 fleas, if they would take me up. I don't really know, but it's fine, whatever. Let's continue on. Let's go kill Lace now. Ada! We want to go to Deep Docks. Hornsplode versus Invincicrag during the Invincicrag War. I guess the Invincible War is a thing that happened when all of the alternate universe Invincibles that were all evil because their Viltrum blood just like, you know, took over. I mean, I don't know if took over is the right way to phrase that, but the Viltrum blood, influence, what's the, like, they succumbed to the Viltrum, the instincts, the Viltrumite instincts. That would be a way to describe it. Yeah. Sure. We could say that. Mailman. I'm homophobic. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I can hit these too because. Oh. W dodge. Nice. Technically, this counts, people. Technically, this counts. I mean, yeah, no, it counts. It counts. This is the same as the enemies getting hit by, like, a environmental object. What are you talking? I literally watched Invincible. The fucking, big head. Not like he's smart. Like literally, he has a ginormous fucked up head because the fucking like reactor shit that him and Mark like that Mark caused him to have an accident in, whatever. Pulled all of the Angstrom, that's his name. Pulled all of the Invincibles from like a bunch of different universes together to like fuck up and like our Invincible shit because he held a grudge. And they all were like evil because they like took over the world. They like all took, like, maybe not, this didn't apply to all of them, but it definitely applied to at least one of them. They all took over the world with their dad instead of like being good people and like not taking over the world. Wait, clip what and send it on Discord? What happened? Crag quest? Crag? Wait, what? I'm too merciful for that? Merciful? Taking mercy on me? I'm so confused. What did I say that is clip-worthy? I'm so lost. We're talking about Invincible, bro. That's the only context I have. Nice. Wow, awesome. Donald, put that shit. It was an honor, sir. Okay, I literally have dash. I should be using it. All right, another gauntlet first tried. W's. Oh, you said yeah, I'm homophobic. Okay. That was pre-invincible portion of the conversation, so like I low-key like forgot about it already. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Forge Daughter. Do you have goods for me to purchase? Do you let me clarify. Do you have goods that I care about for me to purchase? Let's see. Sting Shard, no. Magma Bell, yeah, why not? It is a defensive one. There's nothing stopping me from using it. Crafting kit, sure. I don't think I actually care about it, but sure anyway. Or it needs that shit clipped. Does he need that shit clipped, or does he need that shit clipped? Which is a special variety of clipping where it's clipped in a terrible way. Shit clipped. Chat, is this anything? Okay, Lace. Alright. Today's goal, somehow knock Lace into the, somehow knock Lace into the lava, even though I literally am not allowed to hit her. That's today's goal. Okay. I was worried I wouldn't have the silk needed to parry in time there, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have, so there you go. So W dodge overall. Oh my god. This being here right now, that's annoying. Being here right now is making me miss fighting Lace in the last challenge. The like with no double jump, no heals, and no dodges. Oh, that shit was so sick, bro. The no heal challenges are a lot of fun, honestly. Like that being the main point of difficulty in a challenge, I really like it, honestly. But I think the no movement was also, for a not all boss run, the no movement restriction was like good. There were certain bosses and I just straight up like I really would not want to fight certain bosses with that restriction in place. Savage Beast Fight 2, I'm looking at you. But like in general, it's a lot of fun, honestly. I think for a just like all for a just true ending run, I don't necessarily have to beat every boss. I really like the more punishing challenges. It's just like the part of my brain that gets scratched by being like the self-satisfaction part of my brain is just like bro, you can't fucking half-ass and only beat like half of the bosses in the game, bro. I'll put it this way. This is the ultimate like this is the fully formed thought, right? Is that the dopamine hit I get by it being an all boss run is so large, and also the dopamine like crusher that it would be for me personally if I were to do like purposefully go out of my way to do every boss I can, except the ones that are just too hard and I'm just like not able to do them. Like that would fucking suck. Like I would feel like a failure of a human being if that was the case, bro. An actual failure of a human being. Well, that's kind of what I did, Mailman. The only issue was like, I mean, there's only so many people in chat at a time. I can't really control who's here at once. I can do a YouTube poll on it again, but we already started the run, to be completely honest. Okay, that was a useless parry because she was in the air, so I didn't even hit her with most of the damage. By the way, the only Twitch subs in the chat are you and Egg right now anyway. So what? I don't understand. So bosses that give you upgrades should be compulsory. Well, by that logic, Savage Beastfly 2 is compulsory, meaning that because the reward for Savage Beastfly 2 is a health upgrade. And like I'm just so for real. I don't think Savage Beastfly 2 is ever happening in the Crestless challenge. In the Hornet is naked and has no clothes on challenge. I don't think it's ever happening. Like, genuinely, I would like to see if someone can beat that boss, and I would like to watch their gameplay of it to see how they do it. Because, like, we even dropped the rock on the Beastfly. We even dropped the rock on the Beastfly, and that shit was like... Motherfucker did not care about that shit, bro. Motherfucker did not care about that shit. Dude, why would a health upgrade not be in the same category as a silk upgrade or a silk heart? You're gonna have to give me the logic on that one, Egg, because I do not understand it. There we go. Health upgrades are more plentiful. So what upgrades are in that category then? You said you specified silk heart, which is different than just a silk spool upgrade. Or what other like things are there? Yeah, I mean, I think Mailman's the thing is, Mailman, that just seems so arbitrary. Like, why would I not, like, why am I allowed to, but why would I go out of my way to do that boss if I'm not even gonna get the upgrade for doing it? Like, I might as well just not do the boss at that point. Okay, so there is a flea to get here. I'm gonna try to actually be a little more proactive about my first time go-throughs of all these areas. I need to go... Wait a minute. So apparently it's up there, but this area connects up, so maybe it is through here after all. Coyote jump. Oh, I need to have wall jump for all this shit anyway. Okay, never mind. It's arbitrary because I said so. Well, no, it is just arbitrary. It's not arbitrary because you said it's arbitrary. It is just arbitrary. But you want me to do it because you said so would be the more accurate explanation there. Oh, that goes on Night Ring. Fuck. And I'm playing this shitty ass game. What the fuck? Just kidding. Joey, I haven't done anything that isn't possible in base game, except I guess I have because I beat the Bell Beast and got another silk heart. But I basically just started the run with like the max number of silk hearts and the tool Weavelight, which always gives you an extra max silk regeneration as well. And then that basically has just given me the quote-unquote infinite silk that I have, which is like, I mean, it is infinite silk, but you can get it in base game anyway, so it's not any more infinite silk than normal. You want to let it keep the silk heart 10 seconds after getting it? So, I mean, yeah, you're just saying, like, I can do the boss, I just can't collect the reward. But, like, again, like, that's so arbitrary, because if I'm not planning on using the silk heart, I'm just gonna not get the silk heart, you know? Oh shit, this is gonna automatically fill this quest for me, right? Alright. Well, let me like, obviously that's what the mod I have on does. This is another thing that should be changed. Like, I feel like this shouldn't automatically give me the cloak, but it is what it is. So do I have the cloak now? I do. No, man, that is not what arbitrary, like... Something being a social construct is not what makes it arbitrary. Alright. Watch this, guys. See, I can kill these guys and collect their spines. Okay, there we go. Wish done. Quest done. Very cool. We're all happy now. Okay, let me get the health upgrade that's here. Well, it's not actually here, but it is here. here, kind of here. Bro's arbitrary maxing right now. Bro is straight up arbitrary maxing at the moment. What a guy. Look at that, guys. I can heal after all in this run. Ho, ho, ho. Would you look at that? Please get out of my way. Thank you. Wow, this is a sound you don't hear too often in this game, I just realized. The sound of a nearby health upgrade, that's like a classic sound from Hollow Knight, bro. But in Silksong, I feel like you don't hear it that often. Wow. You're gonna fight the Unraveled, it's by my order with the points to spare. That's so funny. Mailman. LOL. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Fuck me, Jesus. I don't understand. I don't really get the meme, Mailman. Like, haha, dream, stupid, funny is the meme there to some extent, but then I don't get the you do all this shit, but you're also lazy as fuck. Like, yeah, I could technically do this, but I just don't want to. So let's just show that I can mod the results in. Okay, there's a difference between quality of life modding on a playthrough of a game, and then literally cheating, like having mods to alter like percentage based like chances of something in a game without disclosing it first, and then submitting those runs onto a leaderboard that is a competitive ladder leaderboard. I think there might be a difference on that one, bro. There might be a difference, bro. You gotta watch yourself, man. That's the type of chat behavior that'll get you timed out in certain chats. All right, is this guy possible? Is the question. Yes, he is. Okay. I bet I can attack him on that attack too. But basically, I want to be where his attack is gonna end. Yeah, I can damage him there as well. Nice. And then I can kind of get damage on him as well. Okay, and remember, I have not only do I have dash, I also have glide, so I definitely need to be using that for this fight. Yeah, very good. Okay, that does get rid of my yeah, that gets rid of my platform. I'm not gonna lie, it's been so long. Well, that should have hit me, IMO. It's been so long since I played. Well, this hasn't been that long, but it's been since I've done that like last challenge. It's been long enough of me playing without the movement abilities, like specifically like dash and stuff like, or yeah, dash and I should have parried that, dash and cloak, that I find it hard to use them, which is objectively hilarious. A Dremel joke? I see. I mean, honestly, W continuation. People take their hatred for Dream like a little arbitrarily seriously, in my opinion, though. I mean, the actual word I would look for there is like irrational. Like, I do genuinely think there is an irrational level of hatred for Dream. His worst crime easily is the speedrun cheating. Like, I think that is his worst YouTuber crime. But people fucking hate on his ass just because they just don't like his vibe, or like because they're just gonna fucking slander his name, call him like fucking like racist righty, like right wing like type vibes, which is like objectively not true. He's like shit on like Trump and MAGA like a bunch, but obviously like that's getting into political territory. Like just in general, people like I don't like that he's a popular YouTuber. Like he had a popular series idea, and he made a lot of money off of it. I don't like that vibe. The fucking Mr. Beast type vibe. Okay. And then there was the fucking like abuse allegations or whatever. The abuse allegations that were like, oh my god, bro. That shit brought me straight back to like the 2015, 2016 like rape allegations on YouTube, bro. Oh my god, bro. like, literally was a case of, like, okay, let me hedge a little bit. Let me hedge a tiny bit. I'm 99% sure that this girl was an adult at the time. She could have been a minor, and if she was, then I, like, here's the thing, because this is it for me. If she was a minor, that does, like, change things fully. But I feel like I would remember if she was a minor, because I have, like, not so strong views on the situation, not strong opinions on the situation. But, like, some girl who gave consent to, like, be, like, hanging out with in like, totally fully like implied consent, like, technically not verbal, but, like, that's just how you know people are, like, not real people in terms of, like, human interaction. It sounds so bad out of context, but, like, that's the reason the like, whole situation went viral in the first place, is because it's easy to spread around and go viral. Like, see, Egg, what are you talking about? You're calling the man a pedophile? That's crazy. For what? Grooming people? Okay, yeah, you're going on the vibes-based thing. You're going on the vibes-based thing right now. So the full situation was, there was this person that I believe they had talked on social media beforehand, like before ever interacting in real life. And then there was, I think it was like TwitchCon or something like that, or like Minecon or something. This girl goes to the hotel room with Dream and a bunch of his friends as well, by the way. Like, he wasn't, it's not like they were alone. And while they're on the couch, he starts cuddling her. Like, that's literally what happened. And they were, like, being flirty and stuff in DMs beforehand. I'm gonna die just because I keep falling into the fucking lava after the parry. And, like, I think it's just so annoying. Fernando, did you know I'm doing a fucking challenge run where I'm not allowed to, like, attack the boss with my needle? Did you know that, Fernando? And I just fucking failed again. Tommy was the only true. I never even watched the, like, I was never, I would say, like, a Dream fan. I never watched, like, Dream SMP or, like, any of, like, all that kind of stuff. I watched, here's what I watched. The manhunt videos. I think that's what they're called. Or the hunter versus, I don't know what the name of the challenge is, or the name of the videos. I think it was just manhunt videos. Like, that's what they called them. Minecraft. Oh my god, bro. Minecraft manhunt. Because I mean, obviously, I watched those videos. Every fucking YouTube viewer on the planet in like 2021 or whatever was watching that shit. I'm gonna restart this sometimes. Man, you got flagged again, bitch. guess what, bro? Bro got flagged again. Use the magma bell. Hey, that's pretty smart. So I can at least take less damage from the lava itself. W comms, Gunla? Oh, wait, is that a yellow tool or a blue tool? If it's a blue tool, I can't use it. It is a blue tool, yeah. Hold on. I don't have a memory locket. Well, I can't. I'm definitely not using that over Weavelight. That's for sure. Is it me, or is the like audio of the game like echoey, like weirdly echoey right now? $1984 is crazy. Listen, bro. Oh my god. Well, I know, man. I never said I technically, like, I never said it will be physically impossible for me to beat the boss without Weavelight. I said I'm not doing that shit without Weavelight. Because the speed of the silk regeneration would be so fucking ass. You tell me? Well, why don't you tell me why I'm not hitting the boss? Oh, got him. Got him. Got him. Got him, guys. All right, to actually answer the question, I'm doing a challenge run, guys. It is the text is right there on your device's screen. Nah, this is not a speed run, Popo. This is a challenge run. This is the parry only challenge. So, I gave myself the the parry ability right from the very start of the game, as well as enough silk hearts to be able to use the parry ability without ever having to like hit an enemy for silk. And the only way I'm allowed to damage an enemy is with using parries. Okay, I can't really get the hit off there. Wow, that misses me, bro. You're crazy for that. Yeah, this fight is very, very much a drawn-out one. Every fight is a drawn-out one in this challenge, and this fight, of the fights that can be drawn out, is a very drawn-out one, without a doubt. Not only do I have to... the main thing is waiting to get your silk back in between each hit, right? Then also on top of that, it's also waiting to... like, for the boss to hit you before each hit, because the only way I can attack is with a counter attack. So combine both of those things together, and it's like more exasperated. I think that's the right word. Or exacerbated. Wait, that can't be right. I think exacerbated might straight up be the word. What the fuck? But then, specifically this boss, who has a semi hard to reach hitbox, that makes that both of those restrictions much more annoying. Is there no mod that takes away the needle damage? There actually could be, that I just haven't thought of looking that up. That would be interesting, just to make the generating the silk a little more like of an involved process rather than just dodging around. I could see that being very cool. To be honest, I also see the value in the value in, like, the point is, like, you just have to play the dance around the field game and dodge over and over again until the boss dies. Like, I see both arguments. But that is a very cool idea, actually. I will say that. The other three courses, we actually see the other three courses in the game. They're in the cradle by where the 12th architect is, I think. You're gonna play Windrose? Oh wait, I think I saw something about that. What is that game? Before you leave, Popo. Tell me, Popo, before you leave, what is Windrose? I think I saw something. Is that like a Minecraft looking game? Like it's a voxel type game? I say Minecraft looking not in terms of like, you know, anything about the gameplay, because I haven't heard of the game. Minecraft looking in terms of like the art style. It's actually going kind of bad right now. I am one tap from any sort of lava or damage taken, which I'm not a fan of. I feel like I am surely getting close, but it does feel like this is going on forever. I could have counterattacked there, but it's okay. Just want to live. I'm thinking it can't be more than like... There we go. Okay. I was going to say, it can't be more than like 3 or 4 more parries. And I think, okay, now I'm done. I just have to live this interaction, which is quite easy to do. And there we go. GG's. Beautiful. Goodbye, fourth chorus. I'm sad. I'm sad you are the last of your line in operation, and now you are no longer in operation. It is also sad. I mean, Mailman, you did low-key get them with that. I won't lie. You did low-key get them with that. I can't even front about it. Play the 5th chorus mod. Is that like a challenge mod? I guess you would call it challenge mod. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. I really like. I still haven't ever fought the true sinner or whatever that mod is called. Avoided up last sinner, first sinner, not last sinner. The opposite. Maybe last sinner is the name of the mod. Now that I think about it, that is a very cool looking mod, though. I cannot lie. Lost sinner. Okay. Close to last sinner, actually. Close to last sinner. But Lost Sinner does make a lot of sense, considering it's like the Lost Lace style of naming convention. I almost just input for a claw line to that was funny. I almost just input for a claw line. That would have been funny. Dooley foley soli moly. Hello, Pilgrim's Morts. Let me buy your stock, please. Weighted belts probably won't be used. Tool pouch. Almost certainly won't be used. Memory locket definitely will be used just for an extra blue slot on something here or there, but we'll see. Will I ever be back inside that building? Probably not. Will I destroy the door anyway just for funsies? Yes, I will. Why does that exploding take you out of your glide? That's strange. Howie! Better Suki emojis? Yo, Suki Hungry, Suki Buggin', and Suki Pog are pretty fucking top tier emotes, mailman. Sukie? Suke. Suke. I feel like the Suki emotes are pretty, dare I say, Suki Pog. I like the Suki emotes personally. By the way, I don't know why, but Chakra stopped bugging, like, annoying my ass about Poshanka, 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 which is kind of fucking awesome. They're an S tier. S for Suki. True. Very true. I won't even deny that. Man, stick around just a little bit longer. I'm gonna beat Widow and then wrap up stream after that point, I think. She is S tier emoji material, or triple S tier emoji material. She does have some pretty funny faces, I won't lie. She does have some pretty funny faces. If I locked in, we would have Suki tier memes. Whatever, son. Whatever. You don't like my Suki photography? You don't like my Suki photography? Screw you. Alright. I changed my mind. Mailman, I'll take pity on you and I'll allow you to go to sleep. Okay. I'll allow you to go to sleep. I'm gonna call the stream here. It's been an hour and a half, which is like in my roughly 2-hour stream usual weekday window. The streams will be longer than this one usually, though. I will say that, even the weekday ones. You're good, mailman. See, I got you. I said I was gonna take pity on you. I said I was gonna take pity on. Therefore, I am gonna call it there, you guys. Definitely a shorter stream today, but we will be back for our regularly scheduled programming on Thursday, which should be a longer stream, assuming nothing crazy goes wrong. And then, of course, on Saturday we'll have our nice juicy stream where we'll probably like fucking finish whatever I'm acting in and then do all of the next one, basically. Hello, babe. Welcome home. New skincare, guys. She got new skincare. There's a present for you in a plastic bag on the dresser, babe. Go see it. And that while I end stream. Yeah, so I will see you guys. I will see you people on Thursday. If you enjoyed the stream, definitely come hang out. It'll probably be a decently sized stream. And then on Saturday we'll have our nice chunky one. Rah! But with all that being said, as always, of course, one last thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.